All right, well, here it is. Welcome to your July 2021 real estate market update. I am Derek Ville, co-owner of Realty One Group Empire, and I'm going to show you the facts, the figures, the statistics, so that you know exactly what is going on in the market. Before we do that, let me give you just a quick synopsis of what we're experiencing out in the field. We're still experiencing multiple offers. We are still experiencing homes selling for more than they're listed for, although I think that's going to change. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you why I think that's going to change here very quickly or pretty soon. But the interest rates are still very low. A lot of buyers are still trying to get into this market to try to take advantage of these 30-year fixed rates that makes the payment so much more affordable. And I believe they should be. And there's a lot of good things going on. Our office is about to have the grand opening next week for our third office. We have one in Spring Valley Lake, Victorville. We have one off of Ranchero and Oak Hills, and then the one that we're opening up next week we're very excited about. It is off the 15 freeway and Main Street in the Super Target Center, and this is a brand new from scratch office, 5,000 square feet, and it's going to be the home for a lot of fantastic real estate agents. It's got a lot of great things, private call booths, private offices, ping pong table. We've got restaurant style seating, lots of fun stuff there too. So we're really excited about that. So let me go ahead and show you what the actual facts and figures are. Let's hop into those numbers now. Thanks for watching. All right, so here we go. So take a look at this graph. This graph was provided by Chicago Title. I use Chicago Title on just about every single title order when I have an auction. And I want to thank those guys over there for this amazing data. So take a look at this graph. You're going to see that the bottom line are the solds. That's the red line. And then the top line is the total listings or numbers of listings. And take a look at that. You can see there on the far left that there was about 1,165 listings on the market. And look at how that thing fell all the way to the bottom, which was 395, and that was at the beginning of April. And look at what it's done since then. It is creeping, well, not creeping, it's going back up. And if you take a look at the graph, look at where we're at today, 661 active listings. It has taken us a shorter amount of time to gain these additional listings than it did for us to lose it. I mean, you can simply look at the graph and see that. So what does that mean? It's pretty clear. More inventory means that there's less competition, which means that prices will start to soften. You know, these prices are, they're still going up right now because the inventory still is extremely low at 661. Now, I think within the next couple of months, we're going to be back up to 1,000. And if that happens, you're going to really start to see prices plateau and the market kind of soften as far as on the seller side. In most markets, I've been in the business 16 years. In most markets here in the high desert, the sellers pay some of the buyers' closing costs. It's a closing cost contribution. That's normal. And we haven't seen that since the inventory levels have been so low, but we're going to see that back. The sellers are going to potentially start paying for some of the buyers' closing costs. And I think we're going to see that if we see the inventory levels get up to around 1,300 to 1,500, I think that's when you'll start to see that happen because there'll just be less buyers and there'll be more sellers. It's a really simple supply and demand thing. As far as a crash, because I know that's maybe what you're thinking just because I get that question just about every day, whether it's from a real estate agent or from a consumer, I don't see a crash. Nothing indicates a crash. Will it crash? Yeah, it's going to crash, but there's definitely no sign of that. So the second and last graph that I have for you this month, which by the way, I do these every single month. I've been doing it for, gosh, over a decade, every single month. So the second and final one, I just wanted to show you. The red line is the solds and the green line is for sale, and this is the dollar. So you can see the average for sale price here in the high desert is about $451,000, and the average property is selling around $384,000. So, I mean, that's a huge climb, and this graph only goes back to April of last year, but you can see it was at 292. So we've gained almost $100,000 in equity on average in just 12 months, which is just ludicrous. And to tell you the truth, I'm happy that the market looks like it's going to slow down. I'm happy that it's going to be more of a balanced market. And the reason why is because sustainability. I mean, the market cannot just continue to shoot up and up forever. And anybody that's been around or was around in 2006, 7, and 8, you know what happens if that happens. It's a massive crash. And if this market, can plateau and be a balanced market, I think that there'll be more longevity, which means that the crash will be pushed out longer. That could be months, it could mean years before we see a crash. So that's my take on the market, and those are the facts and figures. All right, so there it is. You don't have to depend on the guy at the grocery store to tell you what the market's doing. You just heard it right here. And I think the numbers don't lie. It's something to look at. This was expected, but those are the facts. If you have any real estate needs, reach out to me or reach out to a real estate professional with Realty One Group Empire. The agents at Realty One Group Empire receive training that no other real estate agent receives. They have the best tools and they know how to take care of clients. Customers are first, clients are first. And I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great day and enjoy your summer. Bye.